Hello Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. I'm feeling better, and I hope that many of you are feeling better. I was super happy to hear that the video I posted a couple of days ago about needing to rest really resonated with so many of you. Some of you saying that you didn't even realize you needed to rest, and this video kind of highlighted things for you. So check that video out if you haven't. It's 2 videos before this one. And the thumbnail literally says I think it says it's time to rest or you need to rest, something of that nature. So that could be significant to you. Also, Pisces, as I was getting ready to start this reading, I felt the need to kind of be a little bit more hyper vigilant, needing to double and triple check things before you start something or before you submit something. Then I got up to start the reading and I couldn't find my SD card and looked back where I put it and it wasn't there, and then found it had moved a little bit. So there could be like something that goes missing or something that you try to find. It's right under your nose or something gets slipped through the cracks, like that type of energy. And I also heard stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Almost like make sure you have like a pair of shoes or an outfit or something that you could like run out of the house with if you needed to in case of an emergency, or making sure that you have what you need before a like court case. Like stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Like it doesn't have to necessarily be due to like something bad happening, but just there's an energy of just preparedness and double and triple checking things before you submit. Mercury retrograde is still going to be around till August 10th or 11th. Today we are going to be using the Wild Reflections Tarot, one of my favorite decks. And we're also going to be using the Feminine Wisdom Guidebook. I tried to make sure that I covered up as much of the body parts that were showing in this deck. But if there is something that I miss and whatever, I may have to cut the video, cover it up, restart. So we're going to dive in, Pisces. I want to know what is something, or, just if there is anything that you don't see coming that could catch you off guard, something that you just are not aware of. And we're going to go ahead and dive straight in, Pisces. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest white Christed light, I ask that you join me and Pisces here today, whether they are a feminine or a masculine, just using the feminine wisdom today to determine what it is that they may not see coming so that they can stay prepared. All right, let's dive in. Okay, Pisces, you have confidence, release, consistency, redirection. Direction. I heard redirection. I don't know why I said that. Metamorphosis, anticipation, home, ending, rebirth, and on the bottom of the deck you have comparison. Powerful energies here, Pisces. So I'm going to stick with my guns on saying redirection right now. I think you're very confident, Pisces, about this ending in relation to a home. What I think you don't know, though, is how. And so we're going to probably dive more into the tarot with that, is how does this ending around home, around basically a version of yourself that's been attached to what used to be considered home, a physical home for some of you, a more metaphysical home for others of you. How does that chapter close and how do you move on? And I feel like there's this energy here with anticipation where you have been waiting for a while for something to change, for the ball to drop, for the situation to unfold, because you know that you're coming close to this ending. And I see you being very confident, though, Pisces, in this ending, because release is here. I think you know in your heart of hearts there's something bigger, there's something better out there for you. And this current home, this current way you feel about yourself. And I really do think the body is very significant, because that's really what this is about. I think you are going to be going through a physical upgrade. But some of you, through like consistent self-care, consistent exercise, consistent focusing on a new diet style, or even the way that you just physically think about yourself, your confidence is going to really boost. People around you are going to start to notice this. But what I really do feel, Pisces, is this is twofold. There's something about where you live, your environment, if it's not the physical home, but it could be the city, it could be the neighborhood that you're in, it could be the people that you live in a home with. They are actually keeping you stuck in a state of comparison, stuck in a state of lack, stuck in a state of maybe feeling judged, or you're just holding on to, I feel like, physical weight, emotions, and burdens of this old sense of home, this old sense of you. So Spirit is redirecting you to this new version of home, to this version of yourself that feels good, to this version of yourself that actually desires better, who treats him or herself better. And that is how you get to this rebirth. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would say in the next 5 to 6 months, Pisces, you're going to see a complete rebirth and metamorphosis. It's like if the butterfly hasn't already been significant enough, and this collective Spirit is throwing this out there even more, that you are about to physically go through a dynamic change. Some of you, this is going to be how you look. Some of you, this is a metamorphosis of the self and your inner confidence. You're going to be doing things that you never thought you could do. I see some of you meeting milestones, or doing this thing that maybe a doctor said you would never be able to do. Some of you are going to be transcending illnesses, overcoming illnesses. I do feel that strongly. And again, I think there has been so much going on in your physical world, the baggage that you have been carrying around with you. And it's been really at the level of the heart, Pisces. She's holding onto her heart and to her solar plexus. So you may have noticed cardiovascular issues, whether primary or secondary, meaning it could have been an issue with the heart, or secondary, meaning it's issues around the heart, like high blood pressure, artery issues, venous issues, which is with your veins, strokes. You could have also been dealing with circulatory issues, cold limbs, anemia. I'm also seeing that some of you have been dealing with solar plexus issues. So gut health has been an issue for you. Weight gain has been an issue for you, or weight loss. There could have been issues with your diet. All of a sudden, your body is not accepting the same foods as it used to, or it's not tolerating the same food. So you could be dealing with allergies as well, like food allergies. You may have been purging recently, also blood sugar issues, things like that. But I do see that with consistency, Pisces, and with release of this home, this old version of you, this old body, this old mindset, you're going to go through a rebirth in the next 5 to 6 months. This is going to be huge. And again, with that comparison card, I just keep looking at it. You have been comparing yourself to others, their journey, this and that. Maybe even people you don't know. This is your journey. You're taking your health back. You're taking your home back. And I do think that in the next 5 to 6 months, if there's a toxic environment that you have been in, for some of you, this is a job. It's not a physical home. Once you release that and you move on to where you're supposed to be going next, I feel a complete transformation. And as I cut the deck, you have peace and you have healing. I really want to say this is for the people out there who have been going through health issues. This is that's probably my number one channel that I'm getting right now. This is for those of you who have been dealing with physical health, physical issues with the body, diseases. There could even be issues with, I'm hearing dysbiosis. I think that's in the gut. You're also dealing with issues that are related to hormones. A lot of women deal with that. You know, men can as well. A lot of it's because of the foods that we eat. So I do see a lot of diet style changing. But do you see this though? Healing and peace, Pisces. But the environment looks different. Look at this. Look at the dark energy of this home versus the peace. Some of you may need to move out of like a place where there's not as much light. I'm seeing like a home that doesn't get as much light. Having windows could be very significant, or you're like looking for a home that has more natural light or better lighting. Some of you are also going to be moving out of the city, and you're going to be moving more into like the countryside or just a little bit more away from people. And yeah, next 5 to 6 months, Pisces, huge changes. So let's dive in, because again, I want to see what you don't see coming. So I guess what you don't see coming, Pisces, is your healing, your health is about to go through a massive transformation. Again, always keeping in mind, as a tarot reader, I must give a disclaimer. I am not a doctor in the human sense. I'm a veterinarian, but cannot give any kind of medical advice for humans or animals over the internet. Please seek out a medical professional if you do feel like you are going through anything. But this is a lot of energy work that is occurring right now, Pisces, in your body, in your mind. Stop comparing yourself, though. I need to like get off of that card, but stop comparing yourself to others and their journey. You are not them. They are not you. With consistency, you're going to change your life. Routine could be an area in your life where you struggle. Current situation for Pisces. Virgo season is going to be significant for helping you to transform patterns. It's really beautiful. Is a beautiful sign of patterns and consistency and routine. So Virgo season, I see you really honing in. All right. So you have Temperance in reverse as your current situation. So this is about right now being in disharmony. Dysbiosis, again, is coming through. Dysphagia, where you can't like eat properly. Living more of in a dystopian type of energy in your life right now. But there is a need for you, Pisces, to understand that what goes up must come down, and what's down must, will go back up. So right now there could be imbalances in the body, which, when we look at this card in the upright, it's the light and the dark. I think there's been things in your life that have been keeping you in the dark. There have been things in your life that have been preventing you from really healing and going towards the sun. You may also have had, issues, traumas related to your health in the past, even in past lives, that are playing out in this life that have made health difficult for you. But I do see that with the Temperance card here, your angels are trying to help you bring things back into alignment. But our current energy is on the fact that your body isn't in alignment. You're holding on to things, Pisces, with the Four of Pentacles that do not belong in your life anymore. Some of that is a job. Some of that is relationships. Some of that is diet style. Some of that is mindset. And Spirit is saying, I'm giving you an opportunity to change all those things. You don't like what you see, or you don't like how things are going, or you're not liking the report. You're feeling very much so Ten of Swords, very betrayed, very targeted, wounded. So it's time for you to pick up this Page of Wands and say, hey, I'm starting a new regimen. Even if the doctors said I would never walk again, they said I would never speak again, they said I would never whatever again, you are going to transform that. You are going to be the reason why, like a healthcare practitioner says, they believe in miraculous transformation. All right, your challenge at this time. I do see a miracle coming in for you. Two of Swords. So Pisces, the hardest thing about you transforming your health has been making the decision that you're going to be consistent, that you're going to take it seriously. Doesn't matter what age you are, you can heal so much. Of course, life is not infinite though, right? But the Two of Swords means you have to have a target. You have to have a desire. You have to, decide for yourself that you are going to be laser focused on achieving your goals, of going after this dream, of going through the metamorphosis, of molting the old skin. You have to actually desire to do it. So take the blindfold off, Pisces, and really get serious about transforming your health, transforming your body, transforming your mind. If you've been suffering with depression, I do also see that is playing a big, part or role in the difficulty of you healing, because it is so cumbersome and it is such a spiritual attack when you go through depression. But I see you deciding for yourself that it's time to walk into a new beginning. It doesn't matter if you have to kind of leave other people behind. You have to do what's best for you. And I see you being very successful. This is the Eight of Wands. I see you really getting acquainted with yourself again, going after your goals, picking up the mantle and moving forward. This is the end, Pisces, with the World card here of you not having the willpower, the decision, the strategy, the routine, the help even to get to where you need to go. Knight of Pentacles says this is going to be a slow moving bus towards, like your goals. You're not taking the plane or the car, you're taking the Greyhound. It's going to be a couple of stops along the way and you have to be consistent. But if you do, I see a brand new beginning for you. Hummingbirds can be very significant. I forget what these types of trees are called. I'll see if I can put it in here, but those types of trees could be significant. I'll see if there's any symbolism we need to include in here. And I see you making a lot of progress, Pisces. Slow and steady wins the race. Strengths. Queen of Pentacles, your health is going to improve because of the environment that you are in. The Queen of Pentacles rules the home. The Queen of Pentacles also is showing me that you are taking command over your health. Part of what is hindering your health, because I see her focusing on something creative, is you need to have more fun. As weird as that may sound, when you raise your vibration through laughter, play, joy, getting outside, maybe even reconnecting with a more childlike version of yourself, watching your favorite movie, doing something with maybe someone younger, or just like going to get your nails done, getting your hair cut, whatever makes you feel good. I see this Queen of Pentacles also out in her garden, and like maybe you need to get outside a little bit more, Pisces. There is something about just tapping into a more joyful experience. Better food, high vibrational energies, that's going to really transform your health as well. Area of focus. This is where they really want you to hone in. Area of focus for Pisces. Interesting. Oh my God. Okay. The Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Do you see a theme here, Pisces? Do you see a theme? I see a theme. I see multiple people in all of these cards. So what they're saying is this contractual relationship that you may have with somebody where you're physically a lover to them, or this job that you're entangled in, because sometimes the lovers can be contracts. That is something that they want you to kind of look at. Ten of Cups, your family. Your family. Your children. Husband, wife, mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, whatever the case is, they are playing a significant role in why you feel the way you do, generationally as well. And Two of Cups, this again could be a romantic partner. It can be people you're doing business with. This could be the way that you are with yourself, how you talk to yourself. This also could be friends, groups, and associations. By your spirit team showing you the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Two of Cups as the area of focus, I'd be lying if I didn't say the people around you and the projections and something to deal with them are causing you a lot of disharmony in your body. I don't like saying that. I don't even like seeing that. But we know all too well, a lot of you have been going through divorces. A lot of you have been dealing with issues with your children or situations surrounding children. A lot of you have been dealing with issues with your parents and inheritances, wills, estates, all kinds of things. And it's all coming back to, what are you allowing in from all of those energies that's then affecting your health and vitality and your wealth, I'm hearing. It's time for you to take your power back, Pisces, and just because they are your family, close friends, people you've been around forever, you really have to take some stock over if that energy that they are putting into your life is actually making you feel better or not. And sometimes you have to set a healthy boundary with family. You have to come more into resonance with being emotionally sound, like the King of Cups, around these structures, the Hierophant, that have been in your life for years and years. And you have to say to them, I'm doing what's best for me. I have to go after my vitality, my health, my desires. Some of you are staying silent and it is affecting your throat chakra, and things like your voice, your respiratory tract, your thyroid gland are all being affected because you are not speaking up. And so when you move away, Pisces, from these people, this person has a smirk on their face. When you move away from them and you get out of town and you move into this place where you're going to heal, it all comes together with the Star card. Definitely seeing many of you getting into more holistic healing, hormonal healing, sound healing, spiritual healing, because you have gotten to the point where you understand that a lot of what's wrong with you is because the energy in the body and the energy of the home and the energy in your physical vessel is affected. Near future. Okay, so these cards came out in reverse. So the Hierophant in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I do see you getting some pushback from family structures that you're related to. There's going to be power plays. There's going to be people that don't want you to leave. There's going to be people that try to keep you stuck. There's going to be a diminishing of your light. So you know how kind of like you have to pull back the slingshot before it goes forward. I do see there being... You got to go back and maybe address some things from your past, Pisces, that have been snuffing your light, that have been putting you in an unhappy state. You're going to have to look things square in the eye and say, I'm discontent with this. I'm not happy. And you're going to have to ask yourself, at what point do I allow these situations in my life to hold me captive and to keep me unwell? And when do I say no more? But yeah, with that Hierophant in reverse and that Knight of Wands in reverse, you could be dealing with someone that abuses their power sexually, who just abuses their power, someone who's very toxic, manipulative. Also with the Hierophant in reverse, you could have family that is very toxic, family that's manipulative, family that maybe even uses like God and religious trauma and we are your family, you cannot go, or, you know, we do not believe in this, and things like that, from allowing you to move forward. There's a need for you to disconnect from toxic family and toxic partnerships. Recent past, but I do see you having to face things head on. You have the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles means that I think you came to the realization something's out of whack. These people are kind of working on this van. Think of this van as your physical vessel, your body, your home, where you feel confident, right? And you're having to kind of like fix up the paint, change out the tire. You realize some things were going out of whack. And I see you starting in the more recent past, the last couple of months, realizing that you've got some things that are in need of repair. And maybe you're working with a doctor, practitioner, therapist, a holistic, provider of some sort to help you get things back on track. And you are devising a new road that you want to travel. You're imagining this new version of self. You are reminiscing on the past, thinking about what happened, but really future focused on where you want to be. I'm hearing in the next 5 years. King of Swords is there. Yeah, getting real with yourself about where you want to be. Advice? Oh, the Two of Wands came back out. Continue to focus on that, Pisces. Make a vision board, I'm hearing. Have a specific plan. Have a goal. Something that's tangible, something you can see on a daily basis. Maybe put it on your fridge, on your phone, on your computer background. Of what do you want to accomplish? Have realistic goals that are tangible. You can see, touch, taste these things. They're going to help you to reach them even faster. Yoga could be significant. All right, we have your environment at this time. Seven of Pentacles. So again, next 6, like 5, now I'm thinking 7, 5 to 7 months, you're going to look back at the work that you have put in, and you're going to start to see big results. You're going to start to see tangible proof of the work that you've put in. The 7 of Pentacles is about being patient, but also reaping what you sow. So your environment is very much so you are willing to put in the work, you're willing to spend the time, you are understanding that results are not going to come overnight. You will see, your flowers start to bud and bloom, and you're going to tend to your garden. But just think of this as like that process where you plant the seeds, you see the shoots kind of shoot up. Now you've got some berries, and eventually harvest time will come where you can actually see that new version of yourself, that new body, that new home, the more happy version of yourself. All right, Pisces. So now we have your hopes and fears in regard to this transformation. Be consistent. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. So yes, Pisces, it is going to be a brand new you. You're worried. Sunflowers could be significant to you, or you may start to see sunflowers. They are showing you that if you face towards the sun, you will bloom, you will open, everything will be okay, you will bear fruit, you will see the results, and you're actually going to have opportunities that open to you because of this. Like, let's say, for instance, you were the type of person who really loved to go to theme parks, but you can't fit on the rides anymore. You can go back to your theme parks. You were the type of person who has been wanting a new wardrobe, but you don't want to get the clothes because you can't fit into them. You were the type of person who's wanted to do a marathon or a hike or some type of again, I'm seeing like milestones, or you want to travel and sit in that airport, or not airport, the airplane seat without the extender or something like that. You want to be able to walk up a flight of stairs again. You want to be able to move that leg that won't move, or pick up that arm that's been difficult to pick up. You want to go in and receive the good news from your doctor that they don't see anything like cancer in the body. There is that ability for you over the next couple of months to really start to see progress. Ace of Pentacles is new beginnings, prosperity coming into your life, good things happening, Pisces. And it's all because you're going to be putting in the work, and you're going to be consistent, and you're going to have a directionality about it all. And potential outcome. This is a beautiful reading, Pisces. I'm so happy to be able to deliver this message to you. Oh my gosh. In a health reading, you want the Sun card to come out as the potential outcome. This means vitality, health, good news. Somebody's ringing that bell. Oftentimes ringing the bell for cancer treatment is you have completed the treatment. There is no cancer found. I am claiming that for all of you dealing with that, or have someone in your life who's dealing with that. Let us keep believing in prosperity coming in, believing in good juju coming into the body, charisma, happiness, good results. And I think also some of you are going to notice that you feel young again, or you feel, you just feel better. That's that Sun card energy. And there's a lot of freedom. Maybe you can move your body again in ways that you haven't been able to in years. Maybe you go into your doctor's office and they say, wow, your numbers look better, for your blood work or whatever the case is. So final message though for Pisces, what they don't see coming, celebrating. You're actually going to celebrate this, Pisces. This is a beautiful new beginning. Like, to get the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Sun card in a health and wellness reading, you are truly about to see blessings pour through like you have never seen before. And for some of you, again, what I have to tell you is there's always kind of like two sides to tarot. There's like the physical side and more of the spiritual side. I see you not only celebrating that you have achieved a milestone, been able to, say yes to the dress, buy the new house, whatever. There's going to also be a physical sign in your life surrounding your home. For those of you that it resonates with, that's going to also show you that as you're increasing in vitality in your physical body, you're also going to be reaching a milestone or changing that home or receiving that redirection in regard to your home and family life. Again, I listened to Lori Lothian. She's an amazing astrologer, and she goes into a lot of depth about the transits that are coming up and what I see for you, Pisces, with Uranus in your fourth house of home, you're going to be moving a lot. She said over the next 7 years, just expect to like move quite a bit, multiple moves. So definitely new home, new life, maybe even new car for some of you guys. And it's going to be a way that you celebrate yourself for accomplishing so much. So I'm wishing you well, Pisces. I feel like I'm just going to leave it here. I'm really excited for you to go on this journey. Page of Pentacles, you can do hard things. You can make it happen. You can be the best version of yourself, even if it's literally one step at a time. I'm definitely seeing some of you in physical therapy. Be easy on yourself and have that goal. But be patient, okay? All right, I love you guys so much. And cheers to healing. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, Pisces.